Alright, we are live on this Saturday, Catterday, hanging out with some kitties outside in our screened-in porch. Hanging out here for the next hour or so. Hopefully the phone doesn't overheat so I can be out here for, I don't know, half hour or so, 40 minutes, and then go inside and hang out with some of the kitties inside too. And that's kind of the plan for this live stream. As much as a plan as there could be. Fortunately, it seems like we do have maybe a gunshot or something going on outside, so hopefully that doesn't scare the kitties too much. And hopefully they kind of hang out here. What's up, Kit? I know, you're a good girl. Hello, Zelda. You coming out, Zelda, for a moment? Hi, Zeus. Baby. Apparently so, yes. But at the moment, I'll just kind of not talk here too much. Hey, Kit. Tine. What's up, Tiny? Got Tiny, Zelda out here, the baby, Yoda, Tang. Pandora's over there hiding in her box, it looks like. Hey, baby. Got Kit down here wanting some attention. Hello there, Brixton. How you doing? I don't know what spooked Tiny. Probably the gunfire, perhaps. Pandora, I can barely see you in that box. Kit, who's that? Brixtons, we're doing fine out here. Just hanging out with some of our kitties. We got 9 kitties here all together, so just kind of hanging out with them. We got a screened-in porch here. They always like their outside time. You got any kitties yourself? Hello there, Samantha. Yep, cats. We got 9 cats. How about yourself? This little kitty right here is Kit. That little calico over there is the baby. That tuxedo in the hammock is Yoda. That kitty that's in that box right there, that white kitty is Pandora. You can barely see her. I'll get closer to her in a little bit. You got Tang over there, the orange tabby. The other gray tabby over there is Zelda. She's our oldest. She's 19. So we're just kind of enjoying this kind of breezy, somewhat breezy Saturday. Tang. Tang, you going back in for the moment? Alright, Tang. We'll see you in a little bit. If you are new to the channel, you want to say hello, awesome. My name is Adam, aka Cattainment. We got 9 kitties here. I do these live streams every day. Mostly just showing off how these kitties are talking about cats, answering cat questions if y'all have any, and just pretty much hanging out. If you obviously have any questions about any particular kitty that you see, just let me know. Kit here is wanting a lot of attention right now. Hello there, Bruce. I was going to ask, I know you were on Luis's live earlier and you had to go, and how was the cat cafe? I know you said it was great, but haven't been to one myself, so was it one of the type of cafes, Bruce, where there's food and kitties, or sometimes there's just cats? Said we got 9 cats all together here. So you have coffee and a bunch of cats. And Bruce, those are cats that are adoptable, right? They're trying to adopt them out. Is that correct with those cafes, those cat cafes? Jordan, you have a Bengal cat, and her name is Zahia. From what I know, Jordan, Bengals are very playful, have a ton of energy, live a long life, and are usually very healthy. So hopefully that's the case for your little kitty there. And your kit, you want to bite me? Awesome, Bruce. I know you were talking about you had like a big box of toys that you were going to donate to those kitties, so that's good to hear. Hello there, LOL Cringe. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. You got kitties on your own? I will say though, LO Cringe, I mean, besides just saying your name like I already did, I normally don't do shout outs. You know, these lives are to promote these cats and their lives, not just random people. Sorry. Nicole, hello. How you doing? Jordan, I'm terrible with certain names, so Zuha, maybe? I'm bad with pronouncing names. Yeah, there's plenty of live streams out there that people shout out other people, just random people that come in, but that's not what my live streams are about. Come a little closer here to Yoda. Yoda's our little Batman kitty. He's got that little Batman face. He's also got like a little freckle, as you can see, in his eye. And we get the baby here, our little calico. Your grandpa has kitties? Well, that's cool. Here's another tuxedo coming over here. This is Maximus. Bruce, Traquo picked up the kitty. Bruce, do you mean the kitten, the one that's amputated, the one that had the 3 legs now, the tripod kitty? Okay. I'll have to check out whatever her latest video is, Bruce. Normally on Saturdays I kind of catch up for, it's kind of my catch-up day for other cat channels that I'm following. Saturday and Sunday. Oh, Maximus. Maximus wanting a little belly rub. Down there, that little kitty there is Pandora. Guess she's wanting to hide in a box today. She's about 13. Yoda here is about 7. Maximus here is about 9. Kit over here is 9. The baby over here is about 13. Hello there, Seashells. Nice to see you again. I'm glad that you dropped by. It's always a cool thing for people that pop in one live and then they pop in another live. I always do like that. Yes, apparently that is Pandora's box. Hello there. I can't pronounce your name, but hi. I don't know what language that is, but hello, hello. Hopefully you like kitties and maybe you understand a little bit of English, but I don't know what that language is. So, hi, though. I hope you're doing well. You know, I wanted to talk about something. It is a little on the sad side, but it's part of what I want to start to kind of do a little bit more on this channel. I don't, a lot of my videos are kind of cute, funny, stuff like that, but I do want to start taking a little bit more of a serious tone with some of the stuff. Jordan, you had 2 kitties, 1 Stevie, 1 Stewie, 1 Missy, and they passed away. I'm sorry to hear that, Jordan. Cat loss is always a difficult thing. I'm sure that they had a good long life, though, hopefully, that was full of love and a good life with you. But what I wanted to talk about briefly was the amount of cats that live in shelters and that live in pounds. It's kind of amazing, the number. It's like over 3 million every year. There are cats that are in shelters and cats that are in pounds, and unfortunately well over 1 million of them are put down, euthanized, because there's just not enough loving cat homes there, and I want to start to hopefully slowly but surely kind of change that and educate people on that kind of stuff. I found that, hello there, Twin ZI Media. I hope you're doing well. Hi. Hopefully you love kitties. If you do, you're in the right place. We got 9 cats all together. So I was just talking about, though, that the main reason cats are surrendered to animal shelters and stuff like that is because of their peeing outside the litter box. And a lot of people don't seem to understand the reason why. They think it's just a behavioral issue, and it could be, but a lot of the times it's a medical issue. Urinary tract infection, stuff like that causes them to pee outside the litter box because it's painful for them. And I think there's too many people that don't understand that, or they're just so quickly to get rid of their kitty instead of educating themselves or getting educated a little bit more. So it's something I wanted to briefly bring up. I will bring this stuff up a little bit more in these lives, and I will post some videos about them too. Just a heads up for those that are already subscribed to this channel, who maybe want to know a little bit more about that kind of stuff. I know it's not the most popular stuff on YouTube. I know the adorable, cute stuff and the silly stuff, the trendy stuff, the viral stuff is what gets people to watch. But to be honest with you, more and more, I'm more interested in educating, advocating, pushing for the fair treatment of cats. That's what my passion is growing into slowly but surely as I evolve with this channel. And if you want to take that journey with me, awesome. And if you feel like it's not for you, then I completely understand that also. But I just want to get that out every so often when I do these live streams. And then also just kind of show these cute cats too. Most all of our cats have either been rescues or they've been foster fails. My wife and I have fostered probably 50 or 60 kittens. We fostered a few, one adult cat too that we wound up foster failing also. So we're all about that adopting and not shopping mentality when it comes to kitties. So the baby here is about 13. She's a calico. If any of y'all have calicos, you know how nutty calicos can be on occasion. She definitely is kind of in that nutty category where she'll love on you one moment and then she'll want to bite you the next moment. and she is definitely like that. We got her from a patient. I used to work in physical therapy, and one of our patients said that they found a few kittens and that they knew that me and another coworker were cat lovers, and I decided to take the baby, and another coworker took her brother. So that's a little backstory for the baby. Zelda here. Seashells, you wanted a designer kitty until you went to the shelter. What happened, Seashells? If you don't mind me asking, and if you don't mind telling, what's changed your mind on that? So this is Zelda. Zelda is our oldest. She is 19. A lot of people, when I tell her that she's 19, they don't necessarily, not that they don't believe me, but they think that she looks very good for her age. She does have diabetes, and she's had diabetes for about 10 years, but we take care of her well, and because of that, she's lived a good life, and hopefully we are going to be able to have her around for at least a few more years. Eventually, we know the diabetes will take her out, but you know, until then, we'll give her the best life that we can. Now, my phone is getting a little hot, as it tends to do during these hot days, so I'm going to just step inside and sit down. I'm going to still show the picture of these kitties out here, though. I just want this phone to cool down and not shut off, as it has several times before. Jordan, your cat hates pups because she swats at them, but the older dog, she lays with them. Maybe the puppies are a little bit too more energetic, and the kitty doesn't like that. She likes the laid-back older doggies. In here, though, we can show a couple more kitties that aren't really outside right now. This is Tang. He's our little orange tabby. He's about 3. He's one of the foster fails that we had. Him and his sister. His sister is actually right up there. That's Tiny. They were in a group of 5. Hey, Tang. You a good boy? Let's get a little closer shot with Tiny up here. Hey, Tiny. I know, Tiny, you always like to look away, don't you? Tiny doesn't like to be on camera, it seems. It's like she knows the camera's on and she's like, I don't really care to be spotted. I like to hide more so. She's a chunky one, though. She weighs like 17 pounds early, and she doesn't quite have the frame for it. Hi, Kit. Kit here is our only foster adult cat that we had. Her normal foster family had to go away for a little bit, and they asked if we could foster her for a little bit. We were told that she was abused or neglected when she was younger, and that she was very shy when it comes to humans, and it definitely seems like that's the case. It took her a long time for her to warm up to us, several months, but eventually with patience and just effort, she did warm up with us, and now she's probably the one that wants the most attention. I always like to show these little placemats. You can get these. Hello there, Olivia Rogers fan. How you doing? You can get these though at I think it's this place right here, Perfect House. Just go on their website, and you can get like custom made. These are for dogs or cats, and we've had these for quite a while. We like them. Let's go over here to Yoda. Yoda, I think, wants to say hi. Zelda. Zelda. Hi, girl. Like I was saying, even though Zelda's 19, She definitely has, you know, a little bit of a struggle when she walks, a little bit. She's got some arthritis for sure, but she still gets along fairly well. Olivia, do you remember me? I'm Midas. I don't, Olivia, but I'm glad that you're here today, and I hope that you're having a good Saturday. Whites, you out of your box, honey? You are? You out of your box? Hi, baby girl. You know, you always get those dirty eyes, honey. Yoda is our most mischievous kitty. He's 7, but I swear he acts like he's a kitten still. The crazy thing, you know, in like 2 years he'll be considered a senior cat at 9, but he definitely doesn't act like a senior kitty. Hello there, No. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? How's your Saturday been going? Yeah, the kitties are good. They're just out here in their screened-in porch, hearing their birds, hearing some gunfire. Good to hear, know that you're doing good so far. Glad to know. Glad to hear. Hi, Yoda. Hey, buddy. Yes, our cats like to come out here and, well, basically just melt. Seashells. Do our cats like shrimp? Well, we've never fed them like just raw shrimp or cooked shrimp. The closest thing that they would ever get to shrimp is if it was in a can. So good question, but they like shrimp in a can, you know, like as a flavor with like Fancy Feast, for example. But actual, like real shrimp, they've never had. You kind of sometimes got to be careful when it comes to seafood and cats. They can definitely become seafood junkies, but too much seafood can be bad for them with the iodine and with the mercury. Always thought, you know, possibly about doing like a raw diet or something like that, but you just got to be careful that you have all the nutrients that they need, because kitties, they need certain amino acids in their diets, such as taurine and other things that are very important for them. Hello there, Izzy Girl. I hope you're doing well on this Saturday. And hello there, James Icon. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you popping by for a little bit. We're just kind of hanging out here with some of the crew. We got Pandora out here. We got Yoda out here. We got the baby over there acting like she's just dead in the heat, basically. She's passed on. We got Kit. And then surprisingly outside, she never really comes outside, but we got Zelda over here. She likes the heat too. Hello, Pandora. You want to do some kicking? You want to do some gnawing? Some kicking and some gnawing? All right, honey. You're good. I know, girl. I know. I was going to say, do we have a little bit of a positive reaction there with these two? Jordan, weird things, but my cat likes to poop in the bathroom. Do you just have, how many kitties do you have again, Jordan? It could be a litter box issue, Jordan. It could be a medical issue, and it could just be a naughty behavior issue. There are a few possibilities. But how many kitties and how many litter boxes do you have? You have one? Okay. Is that a common thing, Jordan? Or is that something that kind of just started? Have you had, have you had issues like that before? How old is the kitty also? I mean, if you don't mind me asking. So one cat and one litter box. Okay, so it's not a litter box issue then. So yeah, what's the kitty's age? Definitely part of my thing with these live streams. When anybody has any questions about their cats, I always love to help. I do have uh, years, decades of experience with kitties. Worked in multiple animal hospitals, so I feel like I have some knowledge when it comes to cats, and I've always liked to help where I can, and hopefully get results. And people come back and say, "Yeah, hey, things are better." So she's 12, so she's a little older then. What kind of litter box do you have, Jordan? Is it one of the higher up ones, like one of the ones where you have to step up high? And I can show you what I'm talking about. Or do you have like one of the low ones where it's just a very low level of clearance? It's just like a couple of inches for her to get in and out of. Because sometimes if it's a high litter box, it's going to be a struggle for them to get in and out because they could have arthritis and it could be difficult and painful. So it's just going to be easier just to not have to get up and out of, in and out of that litter box, depending on the size. Kit, what you sniffing there? All right, let's go over to the baby for a little bit. Hi, baby. Try not to shake the phone too much. If you happen to be new to this live stream, my name is Adam, aka Catattainment. Just kind of show off our 9 cats here. Also try to help people if they have any questions as far as their cat goes, or kitties go, or if they're wondering something cat related. Olivia, you got 2 kitties, and their name are Bing and Bonnie. So double B, huh? So B and B. So cute names there, Olivia. I hope they're doing well. No issues or anything to speak of right now. It's the baby here is enjoying her little ear rub. Definitely one of those little spots that kitties like. Take a look over here at Tang, who decided to come out with us. Tang's got a little bit of itchies. No issue. I'm not sure what that means, Olivia. What do you mean by that? I don't understand that comment. What you see, Tang? Those birdies? Jordan, your mom is setting a vet appointment for her, so she's going on Tuesday. Okay, well that's good. Because there definitely could be a medical issue going on there, Jordan. Again, though, depending on the size of the litter box, that still could be an issue potentially if the kitty has arthritis. And being 12, they probably do have arthritis. So, it could just be a bit of a struggle getting in and out of the litter box. Again, depending on how tall the litter box entry is. In a little bit, I can show a couple of the litter boxes that we have. Because there are quite a different, there's some different ones for like different ages. Because cats traditionally just don't start pooping outside of the litter box, defecating for no reason. It's usually it's a behavior or it's a medical issue. She also limps. Okay, so it definitely sounds like you probably got a little arthritis going on there. So let me go show you right now real quickly what I'm talking about with the litter boxes. I'll come back out here in a second. So there probably will be some poo and peeing here, just to let you know. But this is kind of like your traditional litter box, right? But you have that high entry level. So a cat that's got arthritis or walking issues, it's going to be a little difficult for them to get in. Now, over here, this one, it's a little lower, so it's a little easier for them to get in. But I would highly recommend for folks that have, even though it doesn't have a top on it, and there is some pee and poop in there, just as a heads up, obviously, you can see how low it is for the kitty to get in. So a cat who has arthritis or a cat that's older, they only have to just go up just a few, just a few inches, just a very small amount. So we've just, with some of our litter boxes, we have taller ones, we have smaller ones to help. Because we have ranges anywhere from 3 up to 19 with our group. And like this one right here, so like Zelda, for example, our 19-year-old who definitely has arthritis, we have one of those low entry ones in our room because she primarily stays in our room and it helps her out. Because she's getting up there in age. Yoda. You have something like that, Jordan? Okay. Something like the low level one or something like the higher up one? Get my whites. Nope, you want to go back down, Pandora? Okay. Hello there, Tranquil. I hope you're doing well today. You're from your second backup channel. No worries on that, Tranquil. Tranquil, Bruce was saying earlier that I think you had some new information there with your little kitten, the little amputee one. I'll definitely check that out on your videos. Olivia, to answer your question, we have 9. And they range anywhere from 3 to 19. Lower ones. Also, it could be your cat's treat that are making her poop. Is it solid poop, Jordan, or is it more liquidy like diarrhea poop? It could be. I mean, if the kitty is getting too many treats, it could be upsetting the tummy. That is a potential. Tranquil, the kitten is home. Okay, yeah, Tranquil. Today, tomorrow. I usually on the weekend I kind of catch up with all the kitty channels that I follow and see what's going on with them. So I'll definitely check that out over the next day or two. Tranquil. Solid. Okay. Well, it's a good idea the kitty's getting into the vet, see if anything medically is going on, run some blood work and kind of go from there. I mean, it could have some stuff like kidney issues popping up, probably not diabetes. Is the kitty drinking a lot of water? Olivia, can you show your head, please? Can I ask why you need to see my head? Tranquil, it looks so bad, the amputee. It probably doesn't look great, Tranquil. I've seen some stuff like that working in animal hospitals and in human hospitals. It's definitely rough. Jesse, the other cat must be in the room. Or if you're talking about Rosemary, Jesse, then yes, because these kitties are out, and then Rosemary would be in her room. But we'll check on Rosemary though before the end of the live. Jordan, your kitty is drinking a lot of water, so it could be. I mean, it could be a few things. It could be diabetes, hyperthyroidism. Does it seem like the cat is eating a lot of food and losing weight, or do you know on that? Do you have like a scale? Does it seem like the kitty is eating a lot more than normal? Don't want to show Kit's butt there too much. Oh, Jesse, they look. Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, sure, of course. You know, I mean, the thing is, like with that whole situation, you know, because Rosemary, because she doesn't get along with the other kitties, unfortunately. You know, she's kind of stuck in that room for like 16 hours out of the day, so that's why we try to get her out as much as we can. And you know, of course, the cats don't like being locked up in the room, but you know, they're out the majority of the time, so it's a balancing act for sure. Jordan, she's not eating a lot, so it's probably not then hyperthyroidism. I mean, like I said, it could be quite a few things potentially, but I'm just glad that the kitty will be going into the vet on Tuesday. And Jordan, I do lives every day, so I would love if you were able to pop into a live sometime later in the week after the kitty went to the vet, and just to get an update. So I think, you know, I'd like to know that. Jesse, are they ever outside or only indoor? Well, technically right now they're outside because they have an outside porch. But like outside, like out there in, you know, in the grass and stuff like that, no. We keep these kitties either inside the house or they're in the screened-in porch. I've been asked before, like, do we, you know, put a leash or do we walk any of these cats? We tried before with a few of them, and all we wound up having is just cats being dragged on the floor. So that was not working. Jordan, you'll try? Okay, yeah, no worries. I mean, just that's all I ask. When I kind of get involved with a kitty situation, I just kind of like to know the outcome or kind of what's going on as much as I can. We're going to hang out here for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go and check in with Rosemary for a little bit, our special needs kitty. Hi, baby. I know, baby, I know. You're a good girl. Oh, yeah, Bruce, you got that wide-eyed emoji. Rosemary's bulgy-eyed look. With the baby, Jesse, to answer your question, was that playful or a leave her alone bite? It was a calico thing. The thing with the baby, she craves attention. But sometimes, because she is a calico, she can kind of like has a split personality. So she could be kind of like loving on you one minute, and then the next minute she'll try to scratch or bite me. And she's pretty much done that her whole life. But her thing is, she's just so obsessed with wanting attention all the time. The other one, this one here. Kit, that could be a little bit of both. Because I am kind of getting her belly a little bit. And obviously I would not necessarily recommend what I am doing. But I'm like so in tune with these kitties and they're in tune with me. So they kind of know and they have that trust factor, obviously, with me. You know, a lot of the times they'll bite and then they'll just lick after they bite. Tranquil, you haven't thought of a name yet. You had Miracle a month before you named him. Hey, Kit. Midnight likes to play with your foot. Probably the same kind of thing there, Jesse. Probably likes to maybe lick sometimes or like kind of scratch a little bit or maybe like a play bite kind of thing. You know, but sometimes, hey, I mean, you can see my hand here. Obviously, I have some scratches. I have some bite marks. This is not uncommon for me. It just kind of goes with the territory of having, you know, kitties. I mean, they will sometimes bite and scratch, not on purpose, but, you know, they obviously got pretty strong teeth and they got those daggers for claws. Midnight doesn't lick. All right, we are back. Not sure where I was there. Unfortunately, was outside too long with his phone and it died. So, whoever is in here still, Bruce, Tranquil, probably some others, probably that happens. But anyways, Tranquil, you're having kitty issue with keeping the cone on. Yeah, that could be a problem, Tranquil. Those cones are difficult. Those like usually called cone of shames, right? They're definitely difficult. Hello there, Noah again, and hello there, Jordan. Yeah, my phone overheated. This is an older phone, and probably the next month or two I'll get a new phone that can withstand the heat temperatures outside, because it is a bit hot out here in North Carolina. But we're back inside, and we're gonna go up actually and go check on Rosemary here. So we'll say goodbye to the outside kitties here. I'm not gonna come back out again with them, but that Kit, Pandora there, the white kitty, Kit the tabby, Yoda the tuxedo, Baby the calico, and Zelda the tabby. So we will make our way upstairs, hang out with a few cats up there. Before I go up though, we'll get a little bit of a closer look with Tiny here. She's a good girl. She's our only female tuxedo that we have. Out of our 3 tuxedos, she's the female. She's got some chunk to her. She's got a little bit of a belly. But she's kind of young still, so we're not too worried about her belly. But as she gets older, we definitely need to get some of that weight off of her. We're thinking about eventually getting like one of those wheels, wheels that cats can kind of run in. That'll be the way she can drop some weight. Oh, honey, you said yes. All right, let's go upstairs. Go into Rosemary's room. She's probably sleeping at the moment. She was out earlier for about 4 hours with our other kitties were in. So this little old Miss Rosemary here. Jordan, your kitty has a stroller for walks and she loves it. Yeah, I've seen those before, Jordan. I just don't know if I would trust our cats not being able to, like, escape the stroller. So something maybe we might look into, though, but I'm just not so sure yet. Rosemary's got that creepy third eyeball look there. Have you ever thought of having a room for just cat to play in? Do you mean just with Rose? Do you mean Rosemary, Jesse? Or just for any of the kitties? Well, I mean, see, it can't be really for all of the cats because, again, all of the cats can't be together. But we live in a 4-bedroom home. It's like 3,000 square feet. So besides Rosemary's room and like our room, which a lot of the cats are in either, um, the 2 other bedrooms in the loft are basically play areas anyways. Now, we don't have like a whole like bunch of scratching posts or stuff like that's in there for them, but they basically have like 2 bedrooms under themselves that they can play with. And a lot of the times when I do these lives, I'm in there with Tang and Yoda and bring in some toys and stuff like that. So that's kind of close to it, but not exactly. I mean, I get what you're saying though. Well, she's sleeping, so um, Tranquil. I know the stroller I know they have tops to them, but I still would fear that some of our cats would try to scratch through it. So it's just something that I'm not necessarily comfortable with. Hi, honey. Are you a sad little kitty cat? I don't think she's too sad myself, but you know. And this is one of her two chairs. I mean, we kind of got this chair for a work-related reason, but that kind of something changed, so this she kind of claimed this as her second chair. Now she is a deaf kitty, so she can't hear us, but she can still sense our presence. And when you have vibrations and stuff like that, that's kind of how you can communicate her. And she does communicate with body language. It was a bit of a challenge bringing on a deaf kitty. Jessie, I would love for her to eventually play with the other eight, but unfortunately, like every time we try to initiate contact with them in a controlled situation, she would always start hissing and spitting and having a defensive posture, having her ears back, having her tail raised, just ready to be in attack mode. And I've just been around cats long enough. I know when a kitty is in like a fight or flight situation, and that's what happens with her. Believe you me, I would love to have her out the whole time, but that's unfortunately the compromise that we have to make with her in giving her, a loving home. Because I was working in an animal hospital, and her quote unquote owner brought her in a couple years ago from an animal hospital I was working at, and she wanted to put her down. I don't know quite why, but besides her, who took the most to get used to the other cats? Jesse, probably Kit. Kit's the tabby that likes like a lot of the attention, and I think that's the reason being for Kit is because Kit was neglected and abused when she was younger. So she was very shy, and even today, she still will sometimes smack or hiss at the other ones. Again, we don't ever have like knockdown, drag out fights really where we got to bring one of our cats into like the emergency clinic or something like that because of bleeding or biting or anything. But every so often there'll be like a little swipe, stuff like that from Kit still. Kit is very territorial. And for the most part, I think because our cats, well, they are our kids, but because they get along so well, I really do think it's because of the feel away. There's a plug-in feel away. It's like a pheromone that just kind of helps kitties be calm and be relaxed, and I really do think that that helps. It's not a sponsor or anything for feel away. Being indoor, do you still have to? Yes. Even though they're indoor, Jesse, in the state of North Carolina, and I think it's across the country actually. I can't say that for sure. Bruce, Tranquil, you can let me know. Also in your states, but I'm pretty sure that regardless whether a cat is indoor or outdoor, that it's state law. It's pretty much a national law. I think that cats have to have rabies shots regardless because that protects the cat and that protects you as the cat parent. Because heaven forbid your kitty got out and bit somebody or scratched somebody and they didn't have a rabies shot, then there's a very high chance that your kitty is going to be put down because it doesn't have a rabies tag, or not a rabies tag, rabies tag from the rabies shot. Tranquil, you need something like that for yourself to be calm. Well, maybe Tranquil, there's like a feline, a fillet, like a human version of feel away. But I will say one thing though that's not necessarily required depending on your vet as your cat gets older is they don't have to get the distemper shot. The distemper shot is basically a booster for certain types of diseases. And your vet, like our vet, for example, our oldest cat Zelda, who just recently had some blood work done and got her like annual updates and things like that. They said you don't have to get her distemper shot because she's old. She's never goes outside, and you can bypass that if you want to, and which we did. Midnight gets mad when she can't go down in the basement. You know, Jesse, our kitties get mad when they can't go into the garage. A couple of them, Yoda and Tang especially, they want to always get into our garage, but we're like, no, I'm sorry, boys, you're not gonna. That's somewhere where you're not allowed. I know, honey, you like those little ear scratches, don't you? She can go down every once in a while, just not all the time, though, right? What I wish I did know because Pandora, or not Pandora, but because Rosemary is deaf, I wish I would knew. I wish I would know, like if she was deaf, like if she was born deaf, or if she became deaf like over time. But unfortunately, I don't know that information. My assumption is over time she probably became deaf. I don't think she was born deaf. Jordan, your kitty is mad when she can't go outside. Well, I mean, I will say you got to be careful if you have your kitties being outdoor, indoor. I do have a friend that's not on here today, but who's another really cool cat channel and an awesome human being and a good cat parent. John from Poor Cat Billies. He was giving a post that his brother let out. I think it was his brother. He let out one of his cats and who's like an outside cat quite a bit. And unfortunately, a coyote got to this kitty. The kitty survived, but there was like this gigantic cut and a slash all across this cat's neck. Because you got to be careful, depending on where you live. There's a lot of predators out there, and unfortunately, there's a lot of human stupidity out there when it comes to outdoor cats, too. Jesse, you saw a YouTube video with a carpet on a wall that she can climb up. That's interesting. I think that would be cool to have. I'm just gonna kind of point up to the wall. To kind of have. We're gonna be moving out of this house probably in a year, so we're not gonna do anything. But to have like the stuff up on the wall that cats can get up to, and they can just kind of track around the whole wall. I think eventually we'll have something like that when we settle down. But we tend to move a lot. I mean, this is like our fourth house in like 12 years. Jordan, she always stays with you, and where you live, a fox comes out at night. Well, a fox could tear up a cat. Bruce, you got to be careful also with hawks and eagles. Yep, for sure. Tranquil, your outside tabby cat has been missing for over a week. Well, Tranquil, hopefully they show up. Is that common for them to be gone for that long without you seeing them? And then Jesse, yes, I do remember you mentioning animal cribs. Yep. Hi, honey. You got an itchy ear there, honey. Yeah, the other thing with Rosemary, because she is deaf, she seems to have ears that get more dirty, so we have to kind of clean her ears a little bit more often. And she's a trooper, though. She's a good girl when it comes to cleaning her ears. She doesn't like it, but you know, we get it done though. Tranquil, no, it's never happened before. Well, hopefully Tranquil. I mean, I'm sure hopefully you'll let us know, like in a video, Tranquil, or in a post that the little kitty came back. Your little outdoor one, because I know you got like what 4 outdoor kitties, Tranquil. I think 4 or 5 outdoor only kitties. Honey, here, let me get you. You're stuck there. Something bad happened. You were never ever to, yeah, you were never able to pet him. 4 outside kitties, okay. You want your little cat toy? Or you want your little drug toy, your little catnip toy? Jesse, they had a railing that got up close to the ceiling with holes in the wall that could go through with railing to keep them from falling. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You want to get high there. You want to get high on your catnip stick. I have a cute video of Rosemary here kind of attacking her little catnip stick. I'll probably post as a video sometime. Where she's kind of rubbing it with her face and she's kicking it with her little feet. Hey, baby girl. She's like, it's tough getting old. We don't know exactly how old Rosemary is. We're estimate she's like 16 or 17. But she's pretty spry though for her age. She got a little bit of a purr going on. Yeah, Jesse, that's usually correct. That's usually the way that excuse me, age is determined with cats. I think and with dogs too. There are a couple other things. I think it's kind of like based off condition, like overall condition of how the animal, how the kitty looks. Um, but usually, I think it is teeth related, though. Yes, from my understanding. But who knows? There might be new technology now, you know, right? Because technology is always changing, advancing, improving. But we are getting close to that time. As most of you know, I usually like to do these lives for about an hour or so. So, that being the case, we're almost up to our hour time frame. So I'm going to start saying my goodbyes to everybody who's been in here and kind of hung out with these kitties for the last hour or so. So Jesse, Tranquil, Bruce, Jordan. I'm just kind of scrolling back in the chat. Know if you're still here, and if I'm missing anybody's name, just let me know in the chat. Izzy Girl. I think that's everybody that I know of, at least, that's chatted. So I do live streams every day. If you want to check me out again, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I always like to end this though. Adopt an older kitty if you are thinking about adopting a cat. Always hug your kitty. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I appreciate y'all being here, and I hope you might have learned a little bit. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Till then. Bye bye.